Hi, this is Professor Blockchain from Professor Blockchain LLC. And as you know, in this course, we are discussing micro-investing in the blockchain. But in order to understand micro-investing in the blockchain and how it may be much more relevant for all of us, we need to first look at traditional methods of investment. Now, traditional methods of investment in many ways demand a larger outlay of capital to begin with. If we were to look at stockbrokers.com as of today, to open a brokerage account with Schwab, you would need a minimum of $1,000. With Interactive Brokers, that would be $10,000. With E-Trade, $500, and with Fidelity, $2,500. These are just some examples. I'm sure there are many other companies out there. Now, this is quite a bit of money, but not only that, if we were to look at some of the popular stocks today, these sorts of outlays wouldn't necessarily even buy you a large amount of stocks. For today, Google Alphabet is trading at $1,079 with a 52-week high-low being between 894 and 1,186. This is coming from the statistics at CNBC. Apple, another popular stock, is trading at 188 with a 52-week low of 142 and a 52-week high of 190. And IBM today is trading at 144 with a 52-week swing between $139 and $171. So for example, if you were to open up an account with E-Trade, you wouldn't even be able to buy one share of Google, or better known today as Alphabet. So let's look at some of the traditional methods of investment, knowing that our initial outlay will be much greater than many of us might be able to afford. So what are stocks? Stocks are when you buy shares of a company's stock, you own a piece of that company. Stocks come in a wide variety. For example, the Alphabet, IBM, Apple, Citibank, we could go on and on. And these stocks are based on the company's size, the type of industry, performance during market cycles, and potential for short and long-term growth. We know that the stock market over time has its ups and downs, as will the stocks themselves. We also have bonds. A bond is a loan an investor makes to an organization in exchange for interest payments over a specified term, plus repayment of principal at the bond's maturity date. We also have investment funds, such as mutual funds, closed-end funds, and ETFs, exchange-traded funds. These funds pool money from many investors and invest according to a specific investment strategy. Funds can offer diversification, professional management, and a wide variety of investment strategies and styles. But not all funds are the same because they might be in different areas, in different fields, with different minimums. Once again, all these methods of investment, or any method of investment which you will look at and possibly go with in the future, should be discussed with a professional. Here at Professor Blockchain LLC, we do not suggest any specific stock or investment fund, as we are not licensed to do so. This is just for informational purposes. We also have long-term investment with varying options. We have banks and bank products. Banks and credit unions can provide a safe and convenient way to accumulate savings, and some banks offer services that can help you manage your money. And now, when we're talking about banks, we know that checking and saving accounts offer liquidity and flexibility, but once again, you're not necessarily going to grow your money or accumulate money at any great rate. We have retirement funds. Now, there are numerous types of investments come into play when saving for retirement. We know of the traditional 401k or an IRA. They could have tax advantage for retirement options, and they can often be a smart choice. But once again, managing retirement income may require moving out of certain investments into ones that are better suited to a retirement lifestyle. These retirement funds are not for the immediate future. They are for years down the road. There are also college funds. Many of us have children, or God willing, one day we'll have children, and we want to make sure that we start putting money away for college. Now, that begins with saving. And some of those funds, including 529 college saving plans, can invest the money. But once again, that is specific for college and not necessarily for what you may want to accomplish at this time, or through micro investing or direct investing, have the opportunities to do different or use different vehicles for the immediate time frame as well as for the future. We also have insurance investments. Now, insurance plans like life insurance products can come in various forms, including term life, whole life, and universal life policies. Once again, you need to speak to a professional about these. There are also variations on these. Variable life insurance and variable universal life, which are considered securities. There's also annuities. Annuity is a contract between you and an insurance company in which the company promises to make periodic payments, either starting immediately, called an immediate annuity, or at some future time, called a deferred annuity. So these are more of the traditional forms of investment. Now, there are also non-traditional, and it's sometimes maybe even more riskier investments, and those are, for example, options. Options are contracts that give the purchaser the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell a security, such as a stock or exchange-traded fund, at a fixed price within a specified period of time. Once again, options are for the more advanced traders among you. There are also futures. Federal regulations permit trading in futures contracts on single stocks, also known as single stock futures, and certain security indices as well. And then there's commodities. Now, commodity trading, if we remember the movie Trading Spaces with Eddie Murphy, they're traded in orange juice futures. A funny way to learn a little bit about stock investing and a great movie at the same time. Commodities future contracts are agreements to buy or sell a specific quantity of a commodity at a specific price on a particular date in the future. Commodities include metals, gold, silver, for example, grains and animal products, as well as financial instruments and currencies. With limited exceptions, trading in future contracts must be executed on the floor of a commodity exchange. Now we have seen what the traditional investments and some of the non-traditional investments are, and we will compare these with the micro-investing possibilities later on in this course. Once again, I must mention that if you are planning on any trading or investing, to speak with an investment professional if you so choose. Once again, we here at Professor Blockchain LLC make no suggestions, or are we licensed in order to make those suggestions. Thank you. If you find this course interesting,